Hey, everybody, it's Darren Burt, and we're back with another episode of HQ Live. And everybody is germ phobic these days with the COVID and just everything else that's floating around in the air. And so we thought it appropriate that we bring on Jay Rush, and he's the co-founder of Moose Labs. And if you don't know Moose Labs, you might know their product, which is called the Mouthpiece. Jay, how you doing today?
Doing well, Darren. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, let's tell us a little bit about the Mouthpiece and Moose Labs. What's that all about?
Yeah, so we started the company back in 2015. And the inspiration came after being at a Cannabis Cup and hearing a booth announce that they gave out 10,000 dabs off of their one rig. And my brother and I thought, that's pretty cool. Maybe we should go take a hit. And we went and told his girlfriend later, and she said, that's disgusting. You should really create something to stop that from happening. There should be some kind of device or something. So we actually came up with this is the original Mouthpiece. You guys may be more familiar with. And it went well for a while. But then, it was a one-time purchase. People bought it and said, okay, I have my Mouthpiece. I've had this for 4 years, 5 years now. I don't need another one. And that became a problem for us. It's like, all right, we appreciate the support, but maybe go buy a new one. Excuse me. So we were actually at a smaller trade show that was very uneventful, and this old hippie seed grower came up to us and said, man, the Mouthpiece is great, but you got to put a filter in there. And that had actually always been the intention. So we said to him, we tried. And he said, well, try harder. And he walked away, and we said, all right. And actually we started thinking more about it, and 16 months later of R&D and design and developing, we came out with the new Mouthpiece design, with the addition of the filter inside of it.
And it's a removable filter.
Yep, it's a removable filter. So you can just pop it out, just like that. And it has a layer of activated carbon in the middle there. So it's cleaning and sanitizing the smoke as you're inhaling. And it just makes it a little bit easier on your lungs, easier on your throat. You cough less, and lots of customers have said that it makes their flower taste better and just makes smoking more enjoyable overall.
Let's talk about the Mouthpiece itself. It's silicone, correct?
Say that again. I'm sorry.
Let's talk about the Mouthpiece itself. It's silicone, correct?
Yes, that's correct. It's made out of stretchy silicone, so very flexible.
And so everybody has their own.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, that's the idea, right? You have your own Mouthpiece that fits into a glass piece.
Correct, just like this.
And how does it actually work? It just sits there?
Yep. So you would just put it into a glass pipe, or you can put a joint into it. I don't have a joint here, but you can put a joint inside there, just inside that little part. Or you can even put a vape pen in there. Yeah, that's not the one I wanted to use there. This one is better. Oops. Just like that. And you can hit a vape pen through it. So the idea is, put it in your pipe. There's no loss of airflow or decrease in suction or anything, and you take your hit. And after about 10 bong rips or so, it'll start to look like that, from white to black. And then you just resin and tar and stuff that you don't want going in your lungs.
And then you just dispose of the filter?
Yep, you can just toss it.
And you have your own cones as well, correct? That fit the
that's correct.
Device?
So we actually have these, we call them the perfectly sized pre-rolls. So they're properly sized to fit in your Mouthpiece. So we realized early on in our research and development stage that making the Mouthpiece the size of a joint made it too restrictive. So it was a little bit unfortunate that you can't just use a normal sized joint natively in the Mouthpiece, but you can just take a perfectly sized pre-roll, pop it in, fits perfectly.
Nice.
Yeah.
So let me ask you something. Why do I need a mouthpiece? Is that real? Is glass really that dirty?
It actually is, believe it or not. So we did a bacteria study last year. We released it, and it found that the average cannabis pipe is 2.5 times dirtier than the average public toilet seat.
Wow.
Yeah. So we took a swab and had a testing device that measured cleanliness of hospital surfaces and food processing plants to make sure they're sanitary for use. And we took that and tested a bunch of tops of bongs and pipes. And then we went and tested a bunch of common surfaces like toilet seats and ATM pin pads and elevator buttons and those types of things. And out of all of them, the cannabis pipes were always dirtier. And the reason is you're putting your mouth to it, and the mouth is where all the germs come from, unfortunately.
Right. And so you said the mouthpiece makes it how much cleaner?
So another part of the study was we attended some cannabis events, in-person consumption events, and we let 50 people hit the bong without a mouthpiece and tested periodically. And then we gave 50 people one of these mouthpieces and let them hit the bong, because this version didn't exist then. And I don't have the exact number in front of me, but I believe it was something like 5,940% difference in germ transfer to the pipe.
And then what do you do with the mouthpiece? Mouthpiece can just be probably washed or thrown
Exactly.
in the dishwasher.
It can be put in the dishwasher or rinsed in isopropyl alcohol. You use dish soap and just rinse it out by hand. So it's pretty versatile and easy to clean.
Now, you were just a minute ago, you were saying, hey, I got my customer has their mouthpiece, so they don't need to buy another one. You make them in a number of different colors and designs now, don't you?
Right. So we have the solids, and then we also have some Rasta swirl colors and some glow in the darks also. So there are a bunch of different ones. This is the packaging that it comes in. Let's see if we can get the
very nice. Is that a hangable package?
It's not, but it comes in a display box.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's.
It has a lanyard area, so it stands up on its own very easily.
And then you sell the filters separately as well, right?
That's correct. So the filters come in their own rolls, just like that. Mm-hmm. And there's 10 filters in a roll, and yeah.
So let's talk about retailers. Sure. A lot of smoke shops just getting ready to reopen these days, or in the near future. How can the mouthpiece be an effective part of their reopening strategy?
Yeah, I mean, it's very simple. You can kind of just say, be safe, be smart, smoke safe. If you're smoking with your friends, grab a mouthpiece. They retail MSRP is $9.99. It's kind of a no-brainer.
Yeah.
They just should be sold with every purchase every sale that comes in the door should be getting one of these with it.
And you said you have a display for retailers as well?
That's correct. So it comes in a 10-piece display with 10 different colors and a nice box and everything.
So was it an easy product to develop? I mean, initially, did you have to go through an evolution to get it to fit properly? I know it fits in different size mouthpieces too, so that's why it's tapered. Obviously. Yeah,
exactly. So it'll fit in big pipes, small pipes. You can put those straught pipe tubes inside of it like that, and it was actually the original shape just made the most sense to us. And I think we sat down and had probably about 15 or 20 different ideas on the new shape. And then we finally came up with this. It was just so simple and made the most sense, just basic and easy.
Nice. And you can use it without the filter, but better with the filter.
Exactly. Yeah. It's better for your lungs, but you can just use it if you're just trying to avoid germs without the filter as well.
So I see that you're sitting in your kitchen right now. How have you guys been affected by all the coronavirus right now? Has it put put any challenges on your business? Are you up and running?
Yeah, so luckily we have been able to continue up and running, but we did run into some problems. We were fortunate and experienced a huge burst of growth right in the beginning of the coronavirus stuff, and it was great. But we weren't able to hire additional people to help with fulfillment, so it took a little bit longer than we would have liked to get things shipped out. Luckily, we're able to get that back on track now, and we have our fulfillment team moving into a new warehouse actually today as we speak.
Nice.
So that's exciting news. And they should be able to get orders cranked out much faster from this point forward. So
And I'm gonna throw this up on the screen here. Is Moose Labs at mooselabs.us. That's where retailers and just customers can find you, correct?
Yep, just mooselabs.us. That's the best place, and that's it.
And then retailers, there's a link up at the top for wholesale inquiries as well, correct?
Exactly, yeah.
So what would you like to, any advice for shops, any words of encouragement, anything you'd like to say to people while I got you on the air here?
Just, stay safe and be healthy and be smart. And, if you're sharing, share wisely and use a mouthpiece.
Nice. So let's throw this out again. Moose Labs at mooselabs.us.
Yep, that's it. And
okay, easy enough. And it's a great device and something, like you said, that shops can use in their reopening, because they can put that on Facebook, they can promote that, and they could even give a couple of them away if they wanted.
Exactly. It's very reasonably priced. Wholesale price is about $4, so it's easy to add in with any bomb.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks a lot, Jay. We appreciate it. And everybody go to mooselabs.us and make sure you order one of these or two.
That's it. Thanks, Darren. Appreciate it.
All right. Thanks, Jay.
Have a great day.